nuestro tercer episodio de Ready, Set, Ascender. Hoy tenemos muchas novedades para el mes de noviembre, pero antes quiero presentarles a mi compañera y amiga Megan Diaz. ¿Cómo estás, Megan?
Hola, hola, I'm great, Ale. It's November, the weather's getting cooler, and Thanksgiving is around the corner, so I'm super excited. How are you?
Ay, pues estoy muy nerviosa por todo esto de las elecciones, por todo lo que está pasando, pero tenemos muchas cosas padres en este segmento. Tell me all what we have in this episode.
Yes. So we're going to actually speak a little bit about the elections today, and in our new segment, we'll discuss Thanksgiving a little bit and taking precautions. And last but not least, we have two amazing Ascender student of ours who are going to talk about just life, how to balance a life with work and school and family. So it's going to be really great, really informative. We're super duper excited to show them. So that's what we'll be covering today.
Me encanta la idea. I can't wait to see our students. So, para empezar, vámonos a nuestro primer segmento con ACC News rápido. Vamos.
So, Ale, tell me, do you have any plans for Thanksgiving this year?
Ay, chica, I mean, I'm not a big person in Thanksgiving because I have very few family members here in Austin, but I love to eat. And my favorite thing is a pie. So, are you a pumpkin pie or a pecan pie, Megan?
So I'm team pumpkin pie personally. I love me a good pumpkin pie with some whipped cream and everything. It makes my little heart happy. What about you? Are you team pumpkin pie or pecan pie?
I mean, I love both, but I have to decide for pecan pie. Me encanta el pie de nueces, es delicioso y me encantan las celebraciones y la manera de acción de gracias, dar gracias. Y hay muchas maneras de dar gracias, ¿verdad, Megan?
Yes. I mean, that's what I love about Thanksgiving, besides the delicious food, is it really is a time to just sit back, reflect, and be grateful. So, kind of just going into that, a reminder for everybody, it is Thanksgiving. So besides giving thanks, we ask that you also maybe give back a little or consider it. And the Central Texas Food Bank is accepting volunteers and donations. So if you decide to volunteer, you can either go to their warehouse, a mobile food pantry, or even the community kitchen. The Texas Food Bank will be open until the end of the day on Wednesday, the 25th, the day before Thanksgiving. So there's still plenty of time to drop off food and be, more giving a little bit. And we're sharing their website and their address so you can kind of receive more information, look at some FAQs, and again, just be a little bit more giving this year because the world could use a lot more kindness. So definitely please consider doing that.
Definitivamente, consideren el área donde está hablando Megan para poder hacer donaciones y dar gracias y estar agradecidos por todas las bendiciones que tenemos. And speaking about celebrating Thanksgiving, we need to take precautions.
Yes.
COVID is here. La coronavirus sigue con nosotros y los casos siguen subiendo. Cases around the world are going up. And according to the Center of Disease Control, the CDC, in just the last 7 days, we had an increment of cases of 500,000 cases, more than 500,000 cases in U.S. alone. So it's very important that we take precautions. More than 9 million persons are infected. So we recommend you that for these holidays, do not let your guard down and continue taking precautions. Wash your hands. Avoid crowds. Please continue taking safe distance. And it's very important. If you feel sick, stay at home. You can save lives if you stay at home. So es muy importante que nos quedemos en casa si tenemos algún síntoma y no contagiemos a otras personas que tienen sistemas inmunocomprometidos. Entonces es muy importante que tomemos estas consideraciones en medio de esta pandemia.
Yeah, so let's please all work together because the more we work together in our team, the faster we can get over this and get back to fun, normal times for sure. Yeah, so 2020 has been a crazy year. Luckily, we're in November, so we only have a couple of months of this.
Que ya se acabe, Megan, este año, que ya se acabe.
Yes. Like I'm ready for 20. This whole week has actually felt like a year. And what I mean by that is that the election was 2 days ago, and we still have no idea who our next president will be. So I think everybody right now is on pins and needles. It's a very historical moment, a historical year that we still don't know after Election Day who the president is. So, everybody's waiting for that right now. Everybody's trying to be patient and, remain calm in a way. So this is something that's very interesting. I know I'll never forget about this. I don't think you will either, Alejandra, right?
No, Megan. I mean, it's like you say, I can't wait for this year to be over, and I hope we can get some clarity. But I mean, I think the silver lining of this is that we broke records of voting. A lot of people voted this time. And like we said, voting is the expression of the people. So I love that people, like if you voted, kudos to you because you participated in this important election. I hope we can get some clarity soon and we can know who's the president. Y ojalá que la democracia prevalezca, por supuesto, right, Megan?
Yes. And, no matter what happens, hopefully just change can continue. Hopefully we can just make a difference in our world. And like Alejandra said, thank you to everybody who voted. Your voice matters. You exercised your right. So congratulations. Voting is definitely a right and a privilege. So I'm very, very happy that we made a difference this year. So yes.
Y hay que educarnos, ¿no, Megan? Hay que educarnos. Lo más importante, to be a good citizen, voting, but also get educated, right? And you have some information about the registration, right?
Education is power, knowledge is power. It's so good to be informed and educated. And ACC is all about that. Austin Community College definitely believes in educating all of those who want to be educated. So with that being said, registration for the spring semester is now open. And I just want to put it out there that you do not have to be a student out of high school, a young, student. Anybody can take classes at ACC. ACC really is for everyone. So if you're just interested in getting a certificate in adult education, continuing education, or just having a class for fun. I mean, if you just want to get out of the house, you need space from your family or something, this is the time to do it. So, really don't forget or procrastinate because you want to take the classes that you need to take. So just to kind of give you an idea, classes will be offered online in the spring semester again because of Corona. So hopefully that'll make you feel comfortable. And I'm going to announce some of the different options to take for the spring semester. So as I said, first, we have online instruction only, which means that all of your classes will be online. You'll never have to commute or go into campus. So that should make you feel very safe and secure that you can stay in the comfort of your home. The next option, which there's not too many classes, but there are hybrid classes, which that kind of means that it's 50-50. You'll take some classes in person on campus, but then you'll also take the rest of it at home. Again, please note that this isn't for every class. This is kind of for your hands-on classes like maybe welding or nursing where you have to be in person for instruction. And then last but not least, there are synchronous virtual classes, which again, everything is online, but you have assigned dates and times to meet with your instructors so you can have that connection with them and ask them questions and everything. But for more information, we're providing a link for registration. That way you can have like your questions answered, get more information. And again, we really, really encourage you to consider taking classes because again, education is power. So get out there, get educated and learn.
Por supuesto, es muy importante que mencionas eso, Megan. La educación es poder, como lo acabas de decir muy bien. Pongan atención al enlace que acabamos de proporcionar. La educación en ACC es para todos y le damos la bienvenida a cualquier estudiante, ya sea que te quieras transferir a una universidad de 4 años, que quieras tomar clases en el Departamento de Educación de Adultos, o si quieres tomar una clase nada más por diversión, si quieres aprender joyería, si quieres aprender a cocinar, si quieres aprender otro idioma, puedes tomar las clases con nosotros. Tenemos diferentes opciones de clases que Megan lo acaba de mencionar. No dejes todo al último, haz una cita con tu asesor para que te inscribas en las clases que te corresponde y para que puedas tomar la clase en línea. Este semestre, nuestras clases, debido a la pandemia, estamos haciéndolas todas en línea. Entonces, no dejes para mañana lo que puedes hacer hoy.
On the next segment of our show, Students in Acción, we're featuring a really special student, Griselda Garnica. Not only is Griselda a first-year ACC student, but she's also a mom and a wife. We're super pumped about having her today because she's going to show us how to bake a traditional Mexican dessert for us, chocoflan. So let's watch her video now.
Hello guys, guys, my name is Griselda. I'm an ACC student and today I'm gonna show you how to bake a chocoflan. We're gonna be needing cake mix, water, eggs, oil, strawberry, vanilla, evaporated and condensed milk, cream cheese, cajeta, and pecans.
Hola, mi nombre es Valeria. Yo hoy le voy a ayudar a hacer un chocoflan a mi mamá. La harina vamos a hacer con mucho cuidadito. Huevo. Un poco de agua. La mitad. Ahora.
Now we're gonna mix the flan. Vanilla, my little helper. The last one. Now we mix. Let's go to the oven. Time of truth.
Rico. I'm hungry. Tengo hambre. I'm hungry. Delicious.
Griselda, that dessert looked so amazing. I mean, I've never seen a chocoflan like that before, so I'm for sure going to steal your recipe because you have me really hungry over here. But before we go into your dessert and everything, first, tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, what do you like to do? Where are you from? What do you do with friends? So tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Griselda. I'm from Jalisco, Mexico, and I'm a mom of two, Sergio and Valeria. And what can I say? Well, for fun, I will say just spend time with them, and well, basically that's it. Just my family. That's my priority.
So you said how old are your kids?
My daughter Valeria, she's 5, and my son, he's 3.
Oh wow! So you're a busy mom then. You have young little babies.
Yes, a little bit.
Wow! Yeah, that's awesome.
Grisela, platícanos acerca de dónde nace tu interés por la comida. I mean, ¿es algo que heredaste de tu mamá, de tu abuelita? ¿De dónde nace tu amor por la cocina?
Hola Alejandra, bueno, la razón por la que me gusta tanto cocinar postres es más que nada por mis niños. Es como que una manera de conectar con ellos y pues sí, viene de mi familia. It comes from my mom and it's been for generations. I mean, they love to cook and bake, and it's just, we love sugar.
Como dices, el amor empieza por el estómago.
They're going to learn how to cook like pros, I'm sure. So it's great that you're teaching them so young and getting them in the kitchen and stuff, because, you know, that kind of like helps share their culture too, right?
Yes.
So that's really awesome. So kind of going more like, you know, about you as an ACC student and everything. What are you currently studying right now, Griselda? And what do you want to do in the future?
Well, I was undecided. I have to share that, but I think I would love to go for business management, and I see myself in the future walking through the stage and well, having my degree and working on my field. So yeah, I'm very positive, and yeah, I dream of it.
So Griselda, you said you wanted to do business management. Are there any passions you have that like you really envision yourself doing? Are there certain people you want to work with? Like, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. I mean, the fact that I would like to be on the business management is because it's so exciting, and I would love to run a business, and you know, it's nothing better than being your own boss and helping others, of course. And also, I would love to help my Hispanic community. So that's one of my goals. So, yes.
O sea, mencionaste sobre cómo ayudar a la comunidad, pero ¿qué obstáculos crees que confrontamos como latinos para llegar a eso?
Creo que nos falta un poquito de recursos y también como un poquito de educarnos más para poder avanzar, especialmente como en la educación. Yo me he dado cuenta que los hispanos como que tendemos a no darle la importancia que necesita o tal vez no contamos con los recursos o las oportunidades. Entonces, para mí es algo muy importante que necesita prioridad y necesita, pues, tenemos que hacer algo, educarnos un poquito más a la comunidad y decirles que la educación es prioridad, muy importante, y eso nos abre las puertas. Entonces, es un mejor futuro para todos. So, yeah. Y pues volviendo al punto de ser mamá y estudiante, ¿qué te puedo decir? Es un reto, porque hay que repartirnos en diferentes áreas, dedicarle tiempo al esposo, a los hijos, a la escuela. Entonces, ha sido un reto para mi familia en general, para los 4.
And you're mentioning, all of these sacrifices and some time constraints and all that, which again, we admire you so much for that, because I can only imagine. So why was it so important for you to go back to school, and what ultimately made you decide to go back?
Well, it's been 10 years since I graduated from high school. So I always wanted to go to college. It was one of my dreams, but it wasn't possible at the time. And realizing, and sometimes I have to say this, sometimes we tend to listen to those that we don't supposed to, or the ones that say no, and that sticks on your head, and it's hard to take that off of your mind, and that influence on the way you think.
Right.
But I also, I'm the type of person that thinks that everything has, So it wasn't my time before, but it's my time now. And I have my kids, and I have to show them, like, if your mom can do it, you will be able to try. And I want to be like an example for them. And just work hard, and what can I say? It's just for my family and for me. Because it was one of my dreams, and I want to achieve that. And it's not gonna be easy, but it's still, I want to try. I want to give it a try.
¿Y cómo crees que Ascender te ha ayudado a regresar a la escuela? How do you think that Ascender has helped you going back to school? ¿Te ha ayudado el programa?
Well, Ascender. Well, yeah, Ascender has been wonderful. I mean, they have a lot of support. You guys, it's amazing. It's just amazing. I mean, having someone, I mean, outside of your of your group, your family, it's always great. I mean, having my mentor, Karina, she's like, oh, let's do it. Go ahead. I mean, you can do it, and it's just great. I mean, it's a good feeling to know que alguien más está ahí para ti.
Como una segunda familia.
Claro que sí, es muy, muy importante y se siente muy bien saber que alguien más se preocupa y te está brindando las herramientas para poder continuar. So, sí, no, Ascender, gracias. gracias.
Oh, I love that, Griselda. That's awesome. And again, you have so many different roles, and you're definitely a unique student, someone who brings different things to the table. So tell us, what does ACC is for everyone mean to you?
ACC is for everybody. I mean, because it's waiting for you, it's waiting for us. But I also have to say, it's for those that want to get there, because it's there. But I mean, you have to do that. I mean, te tienes que salir de esa zona de confort si realmente quieres conseguir tus metas. Entonces, sí, ACC es para todos, pero para los que quieren. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want it, it's gonna be for you. It's there. Go for it. But I mean, you have to do that extra. You have to do ese salto and do it. Go ahead and, agarra el valor y hazlo, porque las oportunidades a veces están ahí, pero las dejamos pasar. Desgraciadamente, a veces we just let it go y no nos damos cuenta de eso. Entonces, ACC está ahí para nosotros, está para todos. It's amazing, porque tiene muchas carreras de todo tipo, desde la más básico hasta, puedes conseguir de todo. O sea, jardinería, postrería, para mamás, para papás, o sea, para todo tipo de personalidades y todo tipo de carreras, pero like I said, we have to go for it. It's there for you, but tienes que ir por él. So, no te lo van a poner ahí, tienes que hacer algo extra y ir por ello,
Te iba a preguntar que dijeras qué significa ACC para todos en español, pero creo que ya lo contestaste. Pero te quería preguntar por último, ¿qué le dirías a la comunidad latina que no se anima a entrar a la escuela? ¿Qué les puedes decir?
No perdamos más tiempo porque la educación es muy, muy importante para todos. Desgraciadamente, en ocasiones no está al alcance de todos, pero como dije antes, todo tiene su tiempo y con trabajo extra y esfuerzo se puede conseguir mucho. Entonces, no dejemos pasar la oportunidad de algo tan importante que es la educación.
Muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you're interested in participating in one of these segments, please don't hesitate and email us at ascender@austincc.edu. I hope that we can make contact with you and then eventually you will appear in one of these segments. Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias, hasta luego.
Gracias, Griselda. For this segment, En Un Día, we want to share the daily life and experience of Jousie Rodriguez, an Ascender alum who's majoring in physical therapy.
Queremos compartir con ustedes su experiencia y sobre todo aprender de ella. Vamos a verla.
Polcik. Yeah, he jumped like almost every
My name is Jousie Rodriguez. I'm currently studying physical therapy at ACC. I am 19 years old, about to turn 20. I am married. I graduated in May, got married in July, then started ACC in August. What made me decide to study physical therapy was the surgery I received when I was 9 years old. I had to learn how to walk again, and I saw going to physical therapy that a lot of people there were going through so much stuff. I knew I had to help people. My first goal, as everyone knows, is physical therapy. But I want to create a foundation that helps kids in need. Not only the medical part, but showing them that there's people that actually care. A typical day for me is waking up around 4:50, 4:45 to go to strength and endurance. That's where I go work out from 6 to 7 a.m. It took me so long to get into fitness. I have to be fit in order to help other people. That way I can say things, but they can also see that I'm following them myself. After that, either go to work or start looking at my Blackboard session, and that's when I start like, what do I have to get done? Currently, I'm working 15 to 20 hours a week. I first started off with almost 30 hours a week and balancing three classes at the same time. I realized that was really hard. And then I dropped down to 15 to 20 hours. That helped me balance my schoolwork way better.
Para nosotros ha sido un poco difícil, pero la hemos apoyado todo lo que está en nuestro alcance. Es lo que le hemos inculcado, que primero es la educación que el trabajo, porque el trabajo viene después. Si ella estudia, ella se prepara, ella va a vivir mejor, va a tener mejor un buen futuro, que en lugar de andar trabajando, por ejemplo, ahorita trabaja en Home Depot. Jamás va a ser lo mismo si ella se prepara. Si llega a ser, ella tiene en mente ser terapia física, y el día de mañana va a vivir mejor ella, teniendo esa preparación como terapia física o otra preparación. Pero lo importante es tener algo, ser universitaria, salir adelante para que tenga una vida mejor a futuro.
Ascender was something new to me. Diana reached out to me when I was going to apply to ACC. Then I started meeting new people, meeting my mentor, who I really love. She helped me a lot, and it just made my classes easier. Megan and Alejandra, I really look up to them because they started something that they're helping other people, and I like to help others. ACC is for everyone means an opportunity to reach your goal you've been wanting, to reach your new goals, and it's a way for you to be able to express yourself and be acknowledged for who you are, not for who someone sees you or wants to be.
Muchísimas gracias por ver este tercer episodio de Ready, Set, Ascender con nosotros. Para cerrar, recuerden visitar nuestra página de internet www.austincc.edu/ascender para obtener mayor información o para que vengan a nuestro programa. Y sobre todo visiten la página en general de Austin Community College, austincc.edu, para que se eduquen, aprendan y perseveren, porque recuerden que con la educación empiezas aquí y llegas lejos. Lo digo en serio.
Yes, and Alejandra and I want to give a sincere thank you to ACCTV for filming this third episode of Ready, Set, Ascender. We also want to remind you that you can watch this show along with many others on ACCTV's broadcast channel, Spectrum Channel 19. Be sure to follow ACCTV's YouTube channel as well, which has this show and many others available for streaming. We'll see you next time.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.